A stimpmeter is a device that measures the speed of a green. It was invented by Edward S. Stimpson in 1935. The tools required to perform this task are a stimpmeter, 3 golf balls, 2 ball markers, and a measuring tape.
The Stimpmeter is an aluminum bar, 36 inches long, with a V-shaped groove extending along its entire length. The V-shaped groove has an angle of 145 degrees that supports the golf ball at 2 points, 1/2 of an inch apart.
The stimpmeter has a precisely milled ball release notch 30 inches from the tapered end, which is the end that rests on the ground. The underside of the tapered end is milled away to reduce bounce as a rolling ball makes contact with the green.
A ball rolling down the groove has a slight overspin, which keeps the ball roll thoroughly consistent.
The ball release notch is designed so that a ball will always be released and start to roll when the stimpmeter is raised to an angle of approximately 20 degrees. This feature ensures that the velocity of the ball will always be the same when it reaches the tapered end.
The end result from the ball accelerating down the Stimpmeter ramp is a speed of 6 feet per second. The distance that the ball travels is the stimp speed.
Each stimp test requires the ball to be rolled 3 times to get an average. Once you get the average, repeat the stimp test again in the opposite direction. Calculate the average from both directions. This average will be your stimp speed.
If any of your stimp measurements differ by more than 8 inches from any other stimp measurement, repeat the stimp test.
Select a level area on the green, approximately several feet wide and 10 to 12 feet in one direction.
Insert a ball marker or a tee in the green at one end of the level area to serve as a starting point. Holding the stimpmeter by the notched end, rest the tapered end on the ground beside the tee or ball marker and aim it in the direction you intend to roll the ball. Place the golf ball in the notch and slowly raise the end until the ball releases. Hold the stimpmeter steady while the ball rolls down the device and until the ball reaches the putting surface.
To measure distance of the ball roll correctly, place one end of the tape measure at the starting point and measure the distance to the middle of each ball and calculate the average distance. A reminder that each ball has to be within 8 inches of each other, otherwise the test will have to be repeated.
Here is the spreadsheet that we have developed to make some sense out of all the data that we've collected from stimping. So as you can see, we have a little calculator portion here, so you don't have to bring your calculator out on the golf course. And to make sense of all the data we have a 6-month calendar here. We were going to take stimp readings once a week, all summer long. And the reason you take stimp readings is for consistency throughout your golf course. So you'll see later on when I input all the data that you're going to have an average. So you can see what you're at daily. You can also see where you're at after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, after a month. You can see how consistent you are throughout the golf course. And at the bottom here, you also have an average for the entire golf course. So this is a number that you would not give to your players, but you would, so just for playability, so you can see how fast your greens are rolling. So we've also made a document over here. This is a printable document that you could take out and put on a clipboard or whatever. So as you're going through, you're stimping your golf course, you could just write in what your readings are for each direction. So once you go out there, you get all your readings. You come back in here, go into your office, and here's a calculator. So we're going to stimp on April 4th, we're going to stimp hole number 1. So we'll say direction 1, we're rolling about 8.5. 8.6. And we were right in the middle with the third one. 0.55. So one direction it was rolling 8.55. So then we went back and we started stimping the other direction. And we'll say this one was a little bit uphill. So it was about an 8. Go 8.1. Go 8.1 again. So here are your two averages right here for the both directions. And so you were stimping precisely 8.31 on hole number 1 on April 4th. So you could go through the entire golf course that way. You can see here, this is taking all the zeros, so that's not your average. You won't have an average till the end of the month, but you'll have an average here once you go through your golf course for what you're stimping in that precise day. Thank you for watching our instructional video on the Stimpmeter, and I hope this helps.